Okay, so today we've got one of my very favourite Portuguese wines, and this is made from Tinta, Roriz and Castelão. It's 2019, which was a particularly good year. And on the bottle you can see the vineyard here, these south-facing vines which really capture the sun. And then in gold we've got the church, which is Espírito Santo, with the angel over. So the idea is that this is the Church of the Holy Spirit, and it's quietly blessing the vines as they ripen. And the wine itself is in fact barreled in oak. 6 months in American and Portuguese oak barriques have seasoned the wines with notes of coffee and chocolate. A vibrant fruit character balanced by a structured velvet-like palate. A complex wine with a long, smooth, characterful finish. Best served with beef, duck stews and rich game. Quinta de Espírito Santo. And it's grown in the shadow of the chapel. It's 45 kilometers north of Lisbon. Right, so if you know nothing of Portugal except port, get yourself this one. I tell you what the percentage is, whoopee do, it's 15%. It's my day for drinking big reds. Ready, pop? Or just a kiss. So, now I like these tumblers because, if you're not quite sure that the wine is room temperature, the tumbler nestled in the palm of your hand will soon bring the temperature of the wine up. So we have an immense blackberry black red here. Just coming out at 4 years, and I can smell the oak in there. A little bit of rubber tyre. Some forest floor, I think. Let's see how we're doing here. I'm massively fond of modern Portuguese wines. They have the hit and the bite of a Spanish wine, but they have so much succulent fruit. It's sheer poetry in the terms of the structure, the sonority, and the balance of the wine. I'll leave you a link for where I bought this. You can't have too many of these in your cellar. This particular vintage 2019, beautifully balanced with the tannins just starting to melt into the general, visage of the wine. And this is going to cellar for, I would say 10, 12 years easily. And it's going to really repay a bit of laying there. So what I particularly like about this wine, it really does, stand up there with the structure of a good Bordeaux. It's from Portugal. It's got everything you need in it to cellar for a good half century. But I wouldn't recommend that because wine, remember, is for drinking. So let's give it an 1/8 of a century. That'll be absolutely spot on fine. I'm sure you've got another 1/8 of a century in you. Well, you will have once you start drinking this sort of wine. Remember, good red wine makes good red blood. There's everything you want in there, from tobacco smoke to cigar shavings, but essentially it's the oak and the big brambles which are moulding together to give you an immense powerhouse. This wine, to be absolutely frank with you, is like being kicked in the groin for a stallion. Links below, ladies and gentlemen.